value and different monetary standing. One man's treasure and all that, or one man's trash. I'm sure you know the saying.
Great. How about that hole puncher?
Oh, how much?
I'll give you 10 cents.
Oh, see? No, that's how it works. You tell me how much you would pay for something, and then I make a face like this. And then you decide if that's really all it's worth.
It's a hole puncher.
Right. How much did you want for it?
I don't want anything for it. I'd pay 10 cents for it.
Oh.
Okay, your plan doesn't seem to be working. How about 50 cents? 75, final offer.
Sure about that? You want to phone a friend?
It's a hole puncher.
Do you know that I personally used that hole puncher to make folders upon folders of favorite classic novels? I borrowed them from the library, so I had to make copies, didn't want library fees. So shameful. Some of those classics, War and Peace, for example, Les Miserables, that is a lot of paper, a lot. Which means a lot of trees were killed. Plus, all the hours it took me to punch the holes and then put them in the folders. Oh no, my friend, no indeed. That hole puncher is worth far more than 75 cents.
Why didn't you just buy the classics at a used bookstore? Would have saved you a lot of time and energy.
I have too much time and energy. I'd like to find a use for them.
I'll give you $1.50 for the hole punch.
What will you use it for?
Punching holes.
In what?
A montage of 80s porn pinups. I don't know. What does it matter?
It matters a lot. Say you had a dying uncle and all of his paperwork was a clutter in the office that he hadn't cleaned since 1972. I mean, Erin Brockovich herself could not even make sense of this mess, but you had to gather it, sort it, and hole punch it before his sad and untimely passing. You would need that hole puncher.
Except that I don't have a dying uncle.
But you could. That is my point. If you just want to use it for punching holes in some porn pig so you can have some sloppy Joe version of a porn scrapbook, well, I don't approve.
I don't need your approval on a yard sale. Why would I need your approval for your old things?
Value. It all comes back down to value of said item. Pick another.
Really? We can't get past the hole puncher, which can be bought at a store for under $10.
$9.99 sounds good for the hole puncher. It's yours. Next.
Seriously. Just for shits and giggles then. How about that wine glass? Does it have a matching glass?
Oh, depends. Are you trying to impress someone with a nice bottle of wine on a personal date at home, for which you would obviously need 2 glasses? Or is it just because you want to have it just in case you have company? Or so you don't look like you're crying over lost years as an old alky dying low?
Who are you?
I'm just me. Who are you?
Lloyd.
That's an odd name.
I'm Sam.
Sam, that's a good name. I'm Jimmy, which of course is short for James. But I don't go by James, obviously, which is why I introduce myself as Jimmy. My grandma called me James, so no one else can.
Okay, now we've met. How much for the wine glass?
Well, it's an antique. I got it while in London for a semester. They say it was part of the collection auctioned off when the princess died.
Princess Di?
Yes. Princesses die. All people die. You will. I will. Grandma did.
Did the glass belong to the collection of Princess Diana?
Oh, yes, that's what I was told.
Why didn't you buy 2?
Well, I didn't expect company. Well, that and those things were going like hotcakes.
It is in stellar shape and actually does look like part of a very expensive collection. I'll give you $10. 15?
Sam. Oh, Sam. May I call you Uncle Sam?
Absolutely not.
Not a patriot, I see.
How much?
That wine glass, Sam, will not be sold for that ridiculous sum. It's a wine glass for crying out loud. It sits around, gets filled with liquid, empties, and then gets washed. It's a totally pointless item. That wine glass is gratis. That means free, by the way.
A free antique wine glass that may or may not have belonged to the collection of an iconic princess. And you want to make me pay $10 for an extremely used hole punch.
Value all comes back down to what we value. I don't value antiques or royalty. Both are overrated. I do, however, value everyday objects that can be used in many different ways and will always be there when you need them. Things that are dependable, things that are reliable, unlike people, unlike antiques. A hole puncher is worth 1,000 words.
Or in your case, over $1 billion, I'd imagine, with all those books. Wait, if you don't value antiques,
again, being a big old Alfie.
I think I can make sense of that. Okay, deal. Hole puncher and wine glass together for $10.
Like I said, name your price. Use that.
I wouldn't call it easy.
Well, Sam, life isn't easy. You look like a boy of a certain age who has certainly seen that. Life isn't easy, nor is it fair, but it is life. Once you make that realization, it makes life much simpler and in turn easier and more fair.
Okay, so $10.
$9.99.
That sounds good.
Anything else catch your eye? I mean, if you're going to spend $10, you may as well spend 20, right? This is America.
I noticed the lamp over there.
Oh, that piece of crap? No, it's just out here for lighting.
It's daylight. And summer.
Yeah, still gives the effect.
I'd say so.
Aha, see? I say it, you believe it. Now that is the power of words.
The lamp. It's just a piece of crap. Why not sell it?
Well, what would you use it for?
For light.
As in mood lighting for one of these little porn movies you are so obsessed with? Or as a substitute for natural light in a room where there are no windows, only bars? Or will you use it merely as a decoration? All these things must be considered.
I'm naming my price. And seriously, the porn thing, it was a joke. I like the lamp. I'll use it for light. $15.
For a simple, useless lamp? Oh no, sir. Here. I think I have something you might really like. Hold on, it's in here somewhere. Aha! This is just what you need.
A hand mirror.
This, sir, this is a hand mirror, as you say. This is a mirror held in one's hand. Held in my hand, actually, to check my grandmother's breath every night in the middle of her sleep.
Really?
Not at all. It's how I made sure she was merely in a slumber and not dead.
That's morbid. It can be done with any hand mirror.
But this one, oh, the stories I can tell. In fact, as it is summer out, thank you for the reminder, and I'm in a reminiscent mood, I should tell you the story of this mirror.
Just did use it to monitor light.
Ah, to monitor life, I'm rubbing off on you.
Please don't.
Not only did this mirror monitor life, but it was the bridge between the language barriers of myself and the indigenous people of a small island I spent a winter in as a visionary.
Do you mean missionary?
Please don't proposition me, Sam. I'm not that type of guy. No, a visionary, bringing vision to the less fortunate.
With a hand mirror.
Yeah, I used the mirror to communicate with them, with their inner beauty, through the portal of outer beauty, and without words.
Something without words this time. I'm already kicking myself for asking, but how exactly do you show someone their inner beauty with a hand mirror?
Well, first you check your reflection. Check. Then you have them check theirs. Check. And then you do a series of hand gestures, common gestures, to imply emotions, thoughts, universal gestures. I'm sure you're familiar. And then, through a long and diligent process, not unlike that of the miracle worker, you begin to communicate with the reflection until all barriers are broken and an inner, deeper connection is made.
You sure you didn't mean missionary?
Vulgarity. This mirror is priceless, actually. I thought perhaps just maybe you might see its value.
It's a dollar store hand mirror. How much for the lamp?
The lamp! If you purchase this hand mirror for $15, a steal, I will throw in the trashy lamp.
So, $15 for the lamp, like I said. Can you tell me anything about it?
No, descriptions is something so trite. But sure, Sam, in the spirit of the day, it was used in the dressing room of one of the stars of Guys Like Blondes, starring some blonde lady.
Guys like blonde never.
Exactly, a pointless trinket. Oh wait, no, not Guys Like Blondes. Guys and Dolls?
Wait, Guys and Dolls? The movie musical?
Movie musical, yes, but no, that still wasn't quite. Gentlemen Like Dolls? I think that was it.
Gentlemen. Hold on. Are you talking about Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
Yes, doesn't really roll off the tongue. Not a good sequence of words, and not a great title, clearly, since it's not very memorable.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, starring Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn, yeah, that was her, Monroe. You like old movies?
Are you seriously telling me that lamp was in the dressing room of Marilyn on Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and that it's trash even?
I didn't think I'd said it comically.
Holy shit!
Whoa, vulgarity!
Yes, please. I'll definitely pay you $15 for the lamp. For the mirror with the lamp thrown in.
Deal. So $14.99.
Okay. And yes, I'm a big time fan of old movies.
Are you? So is Grandma. She used to work on them back in her heyday.
What did she do?
She was mainly a dressing assistant, personal errands assistant to the stars is what she called herself. She was always going on and on about this star, that. You know, most of those movies were based on books. Classic books. I much prefer the books.
Of course. Did she have any other trinkets from those days?
Yeah, the rest of this box is full of them. Full of them. Let's see.
He starts to pull out these ornate, wonderful, and almost glowing pieces of film history. Sam is in complete shock.
Oh, hardly. Now, let's see what we have here. You'll have to help me out with the specifics. Okay, this one here is a powder puff used by Norma Jean in Sunset Strip.
Translation: Gloria Swanson as Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard?
Yes, exactly. Wow, what a memory you have on you.
That was Gloria Swanson's personal powder puff from her on-set makeup.
According to Grandma, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, please don't call him. He never listens. Okay, and this hair clip with the rhinestones, or I assume the rhinestones, was used by that one redhead in, one of those names. I think it was, Swinging in the Storm.
Swinging. I don't believe it. Debbie Reynolds singing in the rain?
Oh, yes. Oh, we can make a game out of this.
Yes! Please continue.
Okay, these were slippers that got worn out by the end of the shoot of, well, I don't know. The woman who they belonged to is Natalie something or other. Apparently she wore slippers when she wasn't actually filming. Foot issues, I can only imagine.
Natalie Wood?
I think that's right. Rebel with a Mission or something like that. And this was a corset used by one of the actresses. I think that Monroe one again. In, Some Like the Mob.
Some Like It Hot.
Yes. Wow. You should go on Jeopardy. Okay, and these are the curlers that Betty Davis eyes got ready in with, what was it, Adam and Eve?
All about Eve. Go on.
Okay, I'm not kidding you right now. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Sam, Uncle Sam. Sam. You could win so much money with all this useless information.
Maybe someday I will. What's that one?
Oh, it's an anti-perfume bottle from Serena the Teenage Witch. No, just Serena. Just Serena. It's not Audrey Hepburn.
Sabrina. Audrey Hepburn.
Yes, that's the one. She had a sister, Katie or something.
Catherine Hepburn. No relation.
Oh, that's odd. Such a strange last name. Not even cousins or something? Not very original if you ask me. Anyway, well, here's a pair of earrings she gave my grandma because apparently Grams wouldn't shut up about them. I think she wore the movie was Arabian Nights or Arabian Queen. What was it? African Nights? It wasn't Boogie Nights. I know that one. See, the stuff of my generation was on TV, which I watched when I ran out of books.
The African Queen. Jimmy, I don't think you realize what these trinkets
Oh,
are
and
actually.
look, I've got another one here. I think it's the last in the box. Now, this one is from some really stupidly named movie, something about last summer. But not I know what you did last summer, because, well, I don't know what you did last summer. Plus, that title makes sense. This one did make sense. Totally in the wrong tense.
Suddenly Last Summer, starring Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, yeah, Michael Jackson's girlfriend. Odd couple. Well, here's the robe she wore in her dressing room in between scenes. I heard she was way high maintenance. Always had to have different colored bathtub, new robe everywhere she went. No wonder Jackson dumped her.
Right. How much for those?
Like I said in the beginning, name your price.
I wouldn't even know how to begin. I don't think you realize the value of what you have.
Oh, one man's trash. How about $100? But for that much money, you have to take everything else. I just wouldn't feel right otherwise. I have a VHS player, a set of plastic silverware, a few bottles of water, and my most prized possession. I can't bear it. This was the actual notepad, which had as its first page a goodbye letter from my parents. They left it for me when they went on a summer vacation in Spain, from which they never returned. I vowed to write a novel on it one day, but I never touched another page because I couldn't bear it. This alone will be worth $100. So, do we have a deal?
Well, what about the cardboard box that needs to carry these things?
Oh yeah, you can just have that. It's just a cardboard box.
And the folding table you're sitting at?
Yeah, it has no special meaning, no value. Just sit at it and sell things, but I've got nothing left to sell.
Then I think I'll buy it. As well as the box, and since I can name my price, I will pay you $500 for the table and the box.
Whoa!
Or $499.99. And so for the table and the box, plus the $99.99 for the trinkets, and the hand mirror and the lamp for $9.99, and the notepad, lamp, wine glass, bone push, I think that comes up to a total of $625 more or less.
Wow, I didn't expect that! Hey, I have a bunch of other things up in the attic of Grandma's. Come by next week if you'd like, and I can pull it out for you.
That sounds like a deal. A check okay?
Of course.
Alright, who do I make it down to? James
Dean, the third.
James Dean?
Sausage guy, not the movie guy. At least I don't think so. But yep, just make it out to me. Yeah.
Jimmy cheerily packs everything up for Sam. As the notepad starts to go in the box, Sam stops Jimmy.
Hey, why didn't you keep this? I think it's the only thing we agree actually has some value. And, I mean, I paid for it, so consider it like a gift. Thank you.
Well then, thank you. Hi, Albert. Jimmy here. Guess what? But I hope you still have that old typewriter waiting for me. I am coming in today to buy it. Yes, I finally have enough money. You'd be surprised what some people are willing to pay for such silly little things. You know what they say, one man's treasure. Exactly. But hey, at last I can create my own words. And world. Hey, if nothing else, I can leave something of value behind, right? Okay, thanks, Albert. See you soon.
End of play.